see if this works. There we go. What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. This should be the first time in a while you get to see me, actually. Haven't been able to really use my camera, but I've got a new setup now. Finally, took a while, and everything seems to be in order. First of all, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Just checking my phone to see if everything's all right. You can see a pretty picture there, so we should be good. Yes, okay, definitely. Welcome. Lots to talk about, lots going on right now. Apparently there's a whole Wall Street riot that's going on. Like some really, really interesting stuff. Obviously, we're here to talk crypto first and foremost. And we have a lot to talk about. I actually covered a lot of stuff in my latest live stream. So I just want to give a quick update on that. And without further ado, that's what we will do first. So Bitcoin has been looking really, really great lately. As you can see, we've been consolidating mostly in the 28,000 to 42,000 range, which is, I know, a really broad range. But things like these are common. As I showed in my previous live stream, this is a drop of about 32%, which precisely coincides with the previous drops. You know, before this bull market, there was another bull market, 2017. And those 32% drops used to happen almost every month. So I'm pretty happy to see this. I believe most of it is behind us now. If we take our log scale, just want to change this up a little bit to make the view a bit more clear for you guys. And we are gonna draw a very simple descending triangle here. So nothing special. Here we go. Now, usually descending triangles are bearish, but as we all know, this is a bull market, so I definitely would put a bullish stamp on this pattern. Now, if we use this pattern as any baseline in combination with the bull run that we had, you know, I just want to take this low of this entire move up. I want to start right around 9,800, measure all the way up to 40 grand to the top, and then just drop our Fibonacci extension. Now, make sure to understand that this is a Fibonacci extension, not a Fibonacci retracement. Kind of getting fucked right here. It still didn't log in on my new computer. Apologies about that. Shouldn't happen again. And of course, I have to do it again. Just gonna grab the trend-based fib again. Gonna go down right to the same level. And we're gonna measure the bottom here. So we've taken this whole leg up, just measured this drawback, and this should give us a couple levels to look out for. And as I've said on Twitter, and I've also posted this on Discord. Also, if you're not on Discord, make sure to check the link below and grab your membership today. Is our first target should be right around 61,000. And this is really my target for the next whole leg. If you want to look at intermediate targets, if you're like more of a day trader, I think 49,000 is a really great target for like if you're into margin trading, swing trading. You can set 49, about 50, I would say 49 as a target with a tight stop just below these lows here. I do not believe we can break these lows again. As you can see, we are currently on our way to start a new rally. The entire market is actually rallying right now, and this is a sign to me that we have hopefully completed this correction. Now, the second pattern that we could create here is a descending wedge. A descending wedge pattern is a bullish pattern that usually resolves on the top side. So as soon as we break out of this, I believe a pretty quick run to at least 49,000 USD. And from there, perhaps, and I say perhaps, all the way up to 61,000. Now, of course, this will take some, it will take some time. There will be some retraces, but this is a pretty safe bet to make. On to Ethereum. That's what it's all about, in my opinion, right now anyway. I'm just lubricating myself with some beers. And we're still in the same situation. We're still in this channel that we've created about a month ago. I would say we're almost clean a month in. And Ethereum has just been ranging. It's been climbing gradually. As you can see, we've have a higher high every time. It's ever so slightly, like it's not nothing massive, but every single swing we have a higher high. and we conclude those higher highs with higher lows. And what this tells me is that this is the absolute start of a longer term bullish trend. And, you know, I believe that sooner or later, maybe this week, maybe at the beginning of next week, we will resolve this and we can start, you know, making new highs. And by new highs, I mean making new all-time highs. It's going to remove all the drawings. And in order to show you this, I want to return to the weekly. Actually, I should quite possibly do this on the daily and the log scale. Log scale, golden tip, always use log scale and logarithmic advantages. So all-time high for Ethereum used to be sitting right about, and I have to say this correctly, at about 1300, 1400 USD. We are battling the previous all-time high here. Shouldn't take too much longer. As if I draw a trend line here, I believe that we can resolve this within the next couple of days, and hopefully at max next week. You know, next week should really be the latest we resolve this. And when we do, as I've said in my previous live stream, I haven't changed my opinion. Everything is still the same. When we do, we will be looking at targets, and for target decision making, I want to remove the log scale, just to give a little bit of a clearer picture as to what this would look like on a normal chart. We can start looking at targets such as 2200, which is going to be my absolute first Ethereum target. I do not believe that the rally will end there, just as Bitcoin. Probably going to go right up to the 2.618, which is currently located at 3,500 USD. And this has got me really excited. And that is what we're all here for. That is what really excites me, what's going to bring us the most gains. And Ethereum is battling the all-time high right now. And I want to just go over a quick repetition of last time. This is the total alt market cap excluding Bitcoin. So this is all the coins on the entire market without Bitcoin included. And if we take the all-time high of the total market cap, you can see that we've got a little bit to go. And I fully believe that Ethereum will fill this final gap. If Ethereum rallies, it's going to bring up most of the market. We can jump the final gap all the way up to the all-time high. And from there, you know, it should be one big giant party for all of us. Girlfriends for everyone, as they say. Now, another thing I would really like to talk about is Doge. And I'm charting Doge on Bittrex purely for the reason that this has the longest history. If I would do this on Binance, we wouldn't be looking at 2015, but I want to look at this for the main reason that probably a lot of you bought by now. Most of the people are in. This is a good buy range right here in the low 24 sats, maybe 20 sats, something like that. And now we're going to have to look at, you know, targets. At what point is Doge going to stop rallying? And historically, this is very easy. We're just going to take the peaks that we've had in the past, going to put a range to it, and the range would be anywhere from, we're just going to remove this. The range would be anywhere from 100 sats all the way up to 115, maybe 120. But historically, this is the point where you really want to sell. And I don't think it's going to be any different this time. So if you own any Doge, make sure to get out in time, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had about 6 of these events in the past, and they all ended the same way. So there's no reason to believe that Doge is suddenly going to blast it all the way to space, into sky high. It might, you know, but make sure to sell the majority of your holdings right around those levels. Let me see if there are any questions. No, not at the moment. Okay. On we go. Litecoin. And Litecoin is something I am really, really excited about. I'm just gonna go to bits probably. Yeah. Now, you know what? We're gonna chart it against BTC. And I want to chart it on, I'm sorry for switching a couple times there. There we go. Okay, 4-hour chart. Now I'm gonna do the 1 day. Okay, so Litecoin. All right. Just gonna draw this out really quick, just quick and dirty. I want to draw this very strange wedge, and I've actually posted this on Twitter a couple times. And the reason this strange wedge exists is mostly because Litecoin is, for some reason, hyper volatile, makes these crazy jumps, these crazy wicks, and it's extremely difficult to chart it in any way. That being said, we've got a good resistance going on here. It's been tested in the past. First time May 19, second time February 20, and now December, and currently we are in January. Same story for the support. Now, if this is indeed like the wedge that we're talking about, we're just gonna hop over our Fibonacci retracement, and we're gonna look for some targets here, because Litecoin has been rallying over the past couple days, been super volatile, and I mean rallying in USD. And the first target I really want to talk about is 0.007 BTC. And this is where I will actually sell most of the gains if we manage to make enough gains, that is. And in USD, that would be there we go. In USD, that would be somewhere around the 1.618, which is currently sitting at 660 USD. As you can see, Litecoin has been working on this giant falling wedge for quite a while, actually. And to be precise, I have to say for 1,063 days. We managed to break the 236, which is the first sign of strength. You know, we were in this big limbo where there were no Fibonacci support levels whatsoever. Managed to break through all the way up to 382. Apologies, Corona. And now currently the 236 is starting to form a support level. We have our first confirmed bounce on January the 11th, and we have signs of strength all the way up to today, because we have not for a single time dropped below this previous resistance, which is now turned support. Now, I believe we are going to consolidate here, at least for a couple more days, maybe a week or so, and eventually the journey will continue. Now, these are like my public big bets. I also have some private bets. One of them is sand. Really want to go over this again for the reason that I have had a whole load of questions about this. You know, I've called sand before, and people are now asking me for entries. So what might be a good entry? And the answer is rather simple. Like we had this previous high sitting right around the 8 cents, 8.7, and we just tested it. So if we go over to the 4-hour chart on sand, you can see that we had this massive leg up, made a whole bunch of profits there, everybody happy, and then we went into some consolidation. Previous high has managed to hold very well. We did drop below it, but just for a little bit, and we have now regained ground back above support, currently sitting at 0.0874, I should say. Now, what is our next target? Just gonna draw over the fib, and I was really surprised by how violent this move was, and the fact that this move was so violent tells me that there might be more in store. And in order to properly visualize this, I want to remove the log scale and set out some targets. And obviously the first target is going to be 17 cents. Second target is going to be 22 cents. And I truly believe we will get there. And, you know, for all these people on Discord, on Twitter, asking me, yo, where should I enter? What should I do? I do not see any reason not to enter at this point. You know, we managed to hold above support. We're very nicely consolidating. It's a slow grind down. Doesn't seem like a massive dump. No big parties have dumped their share yet, so plenty of time to go around and plenty of time to grab some. Now, let's see if there are any requests. I don't think so. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a cough. No idea why. Now I just want to get over to the last one for today. And this is a call that I made in Discord. Did really well today. We gained approximately 35% so far from the call from yesterday, which is really great. Obviously, we're not there by a long shot. The current level that we are at has been a major support resistance area for a while. Now, keep in mind, support resistance is never a thin line. It's always an area. And for this asset, it seems to be somewhere in between 1.14 and 1.28 USD. So, what I expect to happen now is for this asset to just consolidate for a couple days before it continues on its journey. Plenty of gas left in the tank, hasn't pumped yet at all, just like some other essence like 1inch and other stuff like that. This is completely clean. No pumps, no crazy history, just a clean slate that we can get a good run from. So just go over to the sheet in Discord if you're not on board yet. Might be a good time to get on board and make some good profits out of this. Now, over the past couple of days, I will be looking into more alts, and I will be building an alt portfolio from scratch on my streams. So the goal here is basically to build an alt portfolio, and I will rename this stream to something separate. It will not be in my bi-daily analysis streams where we just go over the market. It's going to be a separate series where I will start from nothing, show you what I buy, show you what we do, and then try to expand our portfolio from there. And the goal is to 10x it within 6 months. And I'm just going to start off with $500. It's a nice number. And, it's a nice challenge. Hopefully you guys can follow me. And we go from there. So thank you for watching. I will be back soon, and I wish you happy trading.